welcome back to again class. So first we decided the verses which is taking reference to Buddha and Dharma Sangha. So each time when you listen a teaching, each time when you do some religious activities, so each time you should have very like a clear and good motivation. So when you would recite the sentences about taking refuge to Buddha and Dharma Sangha, also when we recite the verses about taking refuge to Bodhicitta, so it reminds you, oh, I am follower of the Buddha Dharma, as also I am the practitioner or follower of the Mahayana Buddhism. This reminds you the Mahayana Buddhism. The second, we recite the Heart Sutra. The perfection of the Heart Sutra is one of the very important or essence of the teaching of Buddha Shakyamuni. When I think most of you heard many times the story of the Buddha Shakyamuni when he taught the Prajapradita. So the second time when he taught the Prajapradita teaching, and he prepared himself the throne, and he collected all the robes of the monk and put together, and he go around 3 times of the throne, and he did 3 times prostration. Then his disciple asked, why it is something special? Today you prepare yourself the throne and you did the 3 times circumambulation or kora, and as well as you did the prostration before you give a teaching. Then he mentioned, of course, we recited this just now. So in the past, the Buddha who already attained Buddhahood, the Buddha who is attaining Buddhahood right now, who will attaining Buddhahood, everybody must rely on the Prajapramita, understanding of emptiness. So it reminds us, if you really want to wish to achieve Buddhahood, so you really have to practice Bodhicitta, which is methods, and wisdom, which is the understanding of emptiness, which is wisdom. Once you able to practice 2 of them unanimously, then for you very easy to achieve Buddhahood. Each time when you recite the 2 of this text, it reminds you your motivation and your practice. And also when we recited the Heart Sutra, say, oh, the noble, son and daughter. So we always admire 2 of those, the noble son and daughters. But also we should think, yes, if I purely or if I totally follow the Buddha teaching, if I really able to practice bodhicitta and understanding of emptiness, the wisdom, then one day you can be the noble son or noble daughter. Because according to Buddhism, there is no any differences between male and female. Everybody, all sentient being, has a potential of Buddhahood. So look at it, we have very special potential. So this is very unique in Buddhism. There is no differentiate male and female, rich and poor. When you practice purely Buddha Dharma, then you can achieve Buddhahood, Nirvana, because we have the potential. But it is not just enough have a potential. If you have a very, fresh seeds of the mango tree, it is not just enough you have it, but you have to put in the ground, and you have to put a lot of soil, water, as well as all the time you have to take care the small tree. Then in the future, you will have a great fruit of mango trees. It is same. We have a potential. The potential is not, really given by Buddha. It is not just coming from, outside. It's always within you. We have the potential of Buddha. Also, we have a lot of obstacle for the achieving Buddhahood. So in order to, grow the seeds of the Buddha potential, then we have to study. So in order to, and in order to remove all the obstacle, then we have to study. And, as I told you before, each time when you study about Buddhism, when you practice of Buddhism, when you recite any kinds of Dharma texts, you must understand your motivation and your goal. Since we born, it doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter how we were like a young, like a baby, but since we born, naturally, we always wish to have a happiness. Even the small baby, he or she is so small, but naturally, he or she really want to have a happiness. He or she doesn't want suffering. It is naturally, and everybody has this kind of sensation. But, so we have been, trying to achieve happiness all the time, but most of us fail to achieve ultimate happiness because sometimes we totally neglect the cause of happiness, or sometimes we put wrong effort of the cause of happiness. And I hope, and I really wish all of you, when you through the study of the collective topic, as well as the study about mind and mental, what's called the name, mind and mental, the books, the Loric, mind and mental. There's a so I will teach next time study about mind and mentals. Therefore, you very easy to follow the Buddha Dharma. So I hope you remember the last, this is the third time, it is third day, right?
Yes.
We have a class.
Lessons.
We have a class, we have a lesson. So according to this copy, first they mention, the phenomena is the phenomena. Within the phenomena,
362.
there are two divisions, right? So before we move there, how many phenomena which is equivalent with the existent? Do you remember? Can you remember the equivalent of the phenomena, equivalent of the existent, right? Object one, second knowledge of object, third existent, established base, an object of comprehension, and phenomena are equivalent. So it is same thing. Sometimes when you read a book, sometimes you can see there's a object. Sometimes you can say the knowledgeable object, existent, established base, object of comprehension, and phenomena are equivalent.
365.
Yeah. So please, everybody remembers. I think after seventh class, so we going to have a very simple test, very simple kind of examination. But you're not going to get any certificate. But it's for you. It's good for everybody can have more further study. So how many phenomena which is equivalent? Can you tell me the equivalent of object, knowledgeable object, existent, established base, object of comprehension, and phenomena are equivalent. It's same, different name, but it's same, right? Whereas the definition are different, but the entity is just same.
So does it mean that anything that calls phenomenon, it must be an object?
Yeah, must be object, must be knowledgeable object, must be established base, must be existent. For example, the glass case is an object, it is knowledgeable object, it is the phenomena, it is the object of knowledge, existent, and phenomena. It is everything.
Geshe, does it mean that any object must have these 5 characteristics?
Yeah.
So if you cannot, one of them you cannot fall into that,
Yeah.
so it cannot be called an object.
Yeah, you are right. So so please don't be really hesitate to ask question, because according to the Nalanda tradition, it is so important to have a question, answer, and lot of interactive among the student. So it is same, you shouldn't have a confusion. Sometimes what does mean object and subject, but sometimes you can see object and subject. But subject and object is different. Subject is object. Object is not necessarily be subject. For example, this glass case is object but not a subject, or a subject. Okay? Subject must be either consciousness or person. When we say subject means something able to have an object. This means subject always must include consciousness and person, or something we call for example the sound, which is carry the meaning, able to show the meaning. For example, when I say water is a sound, is carry the meaning. What was the meaning of the sound of the water? Water is the meaning or subject of the water of the sound.
Can you repeat that?
When we say look, when we say there's not any meaning, just sound. It is not the subject. When I say water, when I say Buddha, Dharma, when you hear the sound. The sound carry the meaning. Buddha is the meaning, subject of the sound of the Buddha.
Do you mean is the mean?
Okay. When we say name, when we say Buddha, the sound is the name of the Buddha. The sound is not of the Buddha. It is the name of the Buddha. It is carry the subject. What is the subject of the sound of the Buddha? The Buddha is the subject of the sound of the Buddha. So that's why I say all subjects are object, but not object are subject. Okay, this means I said this is a object but not subject. The person, the eyes consciousness are subject as well as object.
Means the meaning of a word is the object of.
No, the meaning, yes. The meaning of the object is the meaning of the word is the object of the sound.
That means it's the meaning of the word is the object of comprehension.
The sound. We don't say comprehension. We say it shows the meaning. It carries the meaning. Carries the meaning.
Because object has to be phenomenon, existent, established place.
First object.
Object is also equivalent to
Subject.
Object.
Object is equivalent to
Existent, established place.
yes. Yes.
So the meaning of a word, that is the object, right?
Yeah, this is object, and I said all the subjects be object, right? We can say be object. For example, eye consciousness is subject as well as object. Why it is object? Because it is existent. It is knowledge of object. Because it is phenomena. So what is the differences between object and subject? It is contradictory or not? Contradictory, we can contradictory or contradiction? Contradictory, right? Yeah. The object and subject, are they contradictory or it has a mutual common thing? Object and subject, right? So I must say, for you, of course most of you understand what you really want to say because you feel a little bit uncomfortable. Object and subject are different, but it is not contradictory. Not contradictory. Because the eyes consciousness is a common of object and subject. Eye consciousness.
So in eye consciousness, in terms of object, so the eye consciousness itself is an object, it's easy to comprehend. But what about subject? How does the eye
you are right.
consciousness...
For example, I give you example. A mother is a mother as a daughter, right? Mother is daughter or not? Yes, because she has a mother. Female as well, she has a mother. It is because the mother is a daughter as a mother, both. The mother is not of the mother, right? The mother is mother because she has a child or children. That's what we call a mother. So same thing, generally female and mother are different. All mothers are female. All female are not a mother, but mother and female are not contradictory because there is a mutual thing. For example, my mother. My mother is a mother as well as my mother is a female. Why my mother is mother? Because my mother is mother of mine. My mother is a girl because of my mother's girl. Eyes consciousness, tongue consciousness, the body consciousness, they are object because it existent phenomena. It is phenomena that we call object. Why it is subject? Because the eyes consciousness has another subject which is able to comprehend the eyes consciousness.
Wait. Subject or object?
Both.
No, sorry. Eye consciousness is an object because it's a phenomena.
Yeah.
It's easy to comprehend.
Yeah.
But eye consciousness
is
a subject because it has an object that...
Eye consciousness has an object because all the matter, for example, the cup is object of eyes consciousness.
Yes.
Second, no doubt, right? This cup is object of eye consciousness, because eyes consciousness is able to comprehend the cup. That we call object of eye consciousness. Eye consciousness itself also is object, because some other consciousness able to comprehend the eyes consciousness. Let's say omniscient. Usually, according to Christianity, they use omniscient. As well, we Buddhism also use omniscient. The Buddha mind can comprehend all phenomena. The Buddha minds comprehend my eyes consciousness. So my eye consciousness is object and subject, both. Right?
Right. An easier example, come back to the cup.
Yeah.
So because eye consciousness see the cup,
That's
it
why.
comprehends the cup, so the cup itself is an object.
Yeah.
When eye consciousness see the cup, because that is an object, so this is the subject that sees the object. So
Yeah.
eye consciousness. So
Yes.
this part is the first part that you get it. And yet you have another part. The eye consciousness have another consciousness.
For example, that when the doctor see the patient, he or she has some eyes problem. The doctor can understand the patient eyes consciousness.
Okay.
Right? Did you get it?
Yep.
So this means, object and subject are different phenomena, but not totally contradictory, because there is a mutual, there is a common thing which is object as well as a subject. Object and subject. And also, when among the object, right, because sometimes you can have a lot of confusion, some object, sometimes like phenomena. Also, object has a, object can divide into two, permanent, impermanent. Also, the phenomena has a two entity, like a permanent, impermanent. It's same. Okay, shouldn't have a lot of confusion about object. As I said, all the phenomena are object. So you must catch the first one. Then you find it very easy to understand the second one, right? Object. Everybody understand what does mean object? What is the equivalent of object? Object and phenomena, existent, a knowledgeable object, object of comprehension, and phenomena are equivalent, no contradictory. So what is the differences between object and subject? Then it's very easy to say all the subjects are object.
Right.
I say all the mothers are girl. All the mothers are female. All the father are male, right? But all the female are not a mother. All the male are not a father. Same. So Sonam raised the question. So Sonam said, I can understand the cup is object of eyes consciousness. Sonam said, I don't understand why eyes consciousness is an object. I said, yes, eyes consciousness has another consciousness because comprehend the eyes consciousness. For example, the mother is a girl, also as well as a mother. Because of a mother, because she has a child or children. The mother is girl because why we call mother is like a girl, because generally she is a female. Okay. And second, we move like okay. In the object, there's a true, like a division, right? True division. Can you see? Thing and non-thing. Right? Things and non-things. And you shouldn't think here like according to the philosophy term, thing is not carved table. Thing we call the phenomena. The phenomena doesn't matter big or small or male and female. Doesn't matter. The phenomena which is arise through causes and condition we call things. Okay, things. The phenomena which exists but not arise through causes and condition that we call known things. Thing and known thing, right? So, for example, I'll give you a symbol. For example, this cup is thing, a thing, because the cup arises through causes and condition that we call thing. The phenomena which I give you example, the space. For example, the space is thing, because the space is a phenomena, but not a thing. We don't call thing because it doesn't have any causes and condition. Space. So, also sometimes you think, oh, it's not that important. I must understand permanent and impermanent, because if you don't have a good idea about permanent, then for you so difficult to understand the emptiness. For you so difficult to understand the fine nature of all phenomena, permanent, impermanent. So each time when you hear the words thing, should think, oh yes, for example, the cup is thing because it coming is arises through causes and condition. Space is no thing because it doesn't have any causes and condition. Clear?
Is space the only thing that doesn't have causes
No,
and
no.
condition?
I don't want to give you a lot of confusion. Generally, existent phenomena is permanent. But it is not necessary existent phenomena are permanent. This is not necessarily permanent. In generally we call phenomena existent, knowledge of object are permanent. Then all phenomena has a true nature. There's a permanent nature, impermanent nature. All phenomena has a true nature. All phenomena has a true truth, right? Conventional truth, ultimate truth. The ultimate truth is permanent. The conventional truth is impermanent. For example, this cup is impermanent. The emptiness of the cup is permanent. So there's not only one example of the permanent. All phenomena has a true permanent nature. It is a permanent nature. It has an impermanent nature. Emptiness. In Chinese called what called? Then Kong, right? Kong is permanent. The cup is impermanent. So what is the equivalent of thing? Thing and yes.
No, sorry, you were saying.
So what? Can you tell me Can you tell me the equivalent of thing? Thing, impermanent, and try. Okay, yeah, you can see here. Page number 366. Generally, thing, condition, phenomena, impermanent phenomena, specifically characterized phenomena are equivalent. Thing, condition phenomena, impermanent phenomena, specifically characterized phenomena are equivalent. Also I can put top of that cause, condition, also equivalent. Okay, thing, condition phenomena, impermanent phenomena, specifically characterized phenomena, cause, condition are equivalent. For example, the car is thing because it's able to perform a function. The car is conditioned phenomena because the car is arising through causes and condition. The car is impermanent phenomena because it is changing minute by minute, second by second. So the specifically effect is little difficult. It is okay. And I said cause, condition. The cup is cause as well as its condition. So why I said the cup is cause? Because it has a result. That's why we call it cause. The cup is, condition. Because the cup is arised through so different kinds of condition. So according to Buddhist philosophy, according to Buddha Dharma, the thing which is arise through causes and condition, it is necessarily be impermanent. Impermanent. That's why, our house, our cars, our clothes, our body is changing minute by minute because it's impermanent. Through study about this impermanent, when you hear the words impermanent, you must remember, yes, all the things are impermanent, as well as me impermanent. My body is impermanent. My things is impermanent. My valuable objects are impermanent. One day, I have to leave everything behind me. I cannot carry anything with me except the good karma, the good action. Otherwise, we cannot bring. It looks like, you should say, when you should think the impermanent like the vulture, right? Vulture, the big bird, when they fly from the big rock, big hill, the hill is so huge, so big. When the bird fly from the hill, he'll always leave behind. Doesn't matter how much big, doesn't matter how much nice, but have to live. So due to study impermanent, we are not studying about, the cup is permanent. We don't care. The cup is permanent, impermanent. You must care, oh, I am. So that's why all the study about Buddhism, we said always look in, don't look out. For example, when we go for a funeral, we always look, oh yes, my friend passed away last year, or he or she passed away last week. We never think, oh, when is my turn? Turn. When is my turn? Right? So you shouldn't think, oh, remember impermanency look like it scare you. No. It give you, you shouldn't think, oh, study about impermanence is very scary. Impermanent, then I'm impermanent, then I'm dying. One day I'm dying, you shouldn't think I'm scared, it scares me. Why, we usually do a lot of exercise. Why we usually eat healthy food? Why? Because we prepare to have a healthy body, right? Healthy life. That's why we should remember the impermanent. In order to have a good life for the future, we should think, oh, I will have a better life. So study impermanent. Remember impermanence. Look like you are preparing. Always prepare for next life, right?
for next life, I don't get it because eat healthy is for current life. It's never for next life.
Yes, you're right. Even though in order to have a healthy life, only healthy life, only this time you should remember impermanence.
Right.
Look at within one day, how many distraction we have. Sometimes we have a lot of distraction about from the
Distraction.
weather, destruction of the weather. When we have destruction, when we have a cold weather, everybody feels so upset. That moment we think, oh, the cold weather, the horrible weather is permanent. No. You say, yes, I know today the weather is so bad, very cold, very horrible. You should think, yes, it is impermanent. It will change within few seconds, few minutes, few hours, few days. I don't have to be upset. When you have a wonderful time, you are so enjoyed, so happy, so excited about it. You should think, no, I shouldn't have really excited about it. It will change within few days, few hours. That means when after you study impermanent, then you can have really balanced mind. Why we have too much excited? Because when we have some problem, we get very upset. Sometimes we have little excited thing, we become very happy. So it's not that, should remember impermanence all the time. So you should remember the thing which is arise through cause and condition, it necessarily be impermanent. Impermanent, and as like cause and condition phenomena, impermanent phenomena are equivalent. It's same thing. There's no any single phenomena. Do you understand the posit? Like we said, what do you posit? For example, I said there's not any single phenomena which is impermanent, not arising through cause and condition. Okay? There's not any single phenomena which is impermanent but not coming, that's easy way to say, not coming through causes condition. There's not any single phenomena which is coming from cause and condition, not impermanent.
Yeah.
It's very equivalent, impermanent, condition and causes and condition. So the thing which is impermanent, it necessarily be cause and condition. Why we call it cause? It has a result. Why we call it is condition? Is help to produce some other things.
It helps to produce.
Other
things.
Other thing. So cause and so what is the differences between cause and condition? It is equivalent. Okay, equivalent. The one phenomena is cause, then is B condition. One thing is condition is B cause.
Sorry, is or is arising? Because when you say
B.
phenomena is a cause and condition.
Yeah, is B is necessarily B condition. We say B. B, right? B.
When a phenomenon is necessarily a condition.
If the thing is conditioned phenomena, it is necessarily be impermanent. The phenomena which is impermanent, it is necessarily be cause and condition. There's no any, totally differences, two of them.
What's the equivalent?
Yeah, they are equivalent. So generally, when you have cause and condition, how you can differentiate two of them in specific way? Specific way.
What is
Yeah.
the result and what is produced?
Yeah.
Causes is as a result.
Generally, as cause and condition equivalent. When we're talking about specific object, there's a differences. For example, let's say the sport, what we call in English?
Stop.
Huh?
Stop.
Store. Let's say store. I think it's sprout, right? Sprout or store. So this sprout is cause as condition. What is its cause? It has a result. After 1 minute, it's a result. After 1 minute, another result. It's cause. Also, it's also condition. Because these trees can help to produce other thing. Cause and condition. Generally, when you have cause, you must think most you think is substantial cause. Substantial cause, right? Substantial cause. So, what is the substantial cause of this store? What is the substantial cause of this store? The seeds, or the small, the kind of, before it's not that it not really big. There's big, very small one. Let's say the seeds of the store is substantial cause. Like this grass or the water, the warmth, the people, these are the condition, not really substantial cause. It's condition. So, I said before, all impermanent phenomena has a two different cause, two different kind of thing. One is we call substantial cause, one we call condition. What does mean substantial cause here? What does mean? Do you understand substantial cause? The water is not really thrown as a store. The grass, the heat, the soil is not really transformed as a store.
Oh, produces the storm.
Just, for example, the golden ring, golden earring. The gold is the substantial cause of the golden earring. The person, the tools, these things are the condition, not the substantial cause. Look at the seeds, the water, the soil, the heat are the condition.
So this flower, for example, this flower, the substantial cause of it is the seed of the flower.
Yeah.
Water, sunlight, fertilizer,
The people,
persons, the farmers, everything, they are just
condition.
because the same conditions you can plant another thing. So today this is a flower. If it's a seed of a grass, then it will never have a flower because the substantial conditions of the seed of the grass, it will produce grass, no other things.
Yeah, but generally, yes, we usually say, the barley seed always produce barley. The bean always produce bean. But if you think more detailedly, there's a very interesting thing. Think about the seeds of the barley. It's just one piece. If you look top, bottom, and the middle, we really don't know which one is the really seeds.
Right.
We really don't know which was the seeds. For example, potato, one piece, if we cut like 4 pieces, we can grow 4 different things. And also think about water, think about apple, think about rice. When we eat so many different things, we have a very heavy meat, right? Blood. The meat is not really, before it just maybe some different substance, like a grass, water, or apple. We eat, and that the energy or something transformed as a meat. But indirectly, it's so difficult to understand when, my piece of meat is come from barley, right? Rice or juice. But yes, somehow it's transformed as a meat, as a flesh, as a blood, as a bone. If we think this way, I think very interesting, because I think second we move like a matter, the matter, consciousness and non-associated formation. Think about the matter. What is the, for example, what is the substantial cause of the one piece of barley? Right? What is the cause, substantial cause of small piece of barley? Within the barley, there's millions of atom, particle. All particle, I don't think it's really substantial cause of the stock. Within the millions of substance, there a particular substance is the substantial cause of the stock or barley, whatever. But if you look this way, there's another problem. I think problem in a big kind of argument in Buddhist masters. Within one barley, let's say very simple, we say there's a 6 substantial. Within one barley, there's six substantials. The barley is, compound together for 6 atoms, not more than 6. Just take within the 6 atoms, we just take 1 atom. So what is another question? What is the substantial cause of the 1 atom? Within the 6 atoms, there's a 1. We pick a 1. So what is the substantial cause of the 1 atom? Right?
Mm-hmm.
If you think this way, then finally, okay, then let's say there's a 4 elements. Okay, within the 4 elements, we just pick up the water element. Water element also consists, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some other element. If we divide like 1 is 10, within the 10, just divide 100, like this, make more pieces. So finally, then we have to say there must be a permanent. It looks like there must be a permanent substance, but it's not really there. So this is quite really big debate in Buddhist philosophy master. Some schools, in the future we study about the schools. There are 4 schools, right? 4 schools. Within the 4 schools, the first 2 lower school, Swatantrika, what's the second one? First one.
South Africa.
First one. In English,
There isn't. I can't remember the name.
anyway, there are 4 schools. First 2 schools has said there's a partless substance, partless. There's no any part, totally permanent. There's no any other part, totally partless substance. But the other 2 schools say there's no any permanent substance. There's no partless. Do you understand partless? Part. My hand is not a part, upper part, lower part. When we go very smallest, but very small atom, the small atom doesn't have a eastern part, southern part, northern part. It's too small. When we touch up, we can touch bottom. When we touch at the bottom, it's up. There's no any direction. But even though, if I ask, according to you, most of you have a really good knowledge about modern science. Do you believe there is a smallest? I don't say small atom. Do anybody believe there is a smallest atom, smallest substance? Anybody believe? Small, big, small, we debate. Finally, do you think there's the smallest substance or smallest atom? Atom, right? Atom.
Atoms.
Atom. What do you think?
In science, I think they do have one smallest part.
Smallest. Okay, let's everybody agree with the modern science. Yes, there is the smallest. We don't say substance. Substance is quite big. There is, let's say, according to modern science, you are like a modern science. You say yes, there is a smallest atom. Then I said, what it is made of? The smallest atom, what it is made of? It is made of what? Made of what? So if you think this way, then I think so difficult to say yes, there is a smallest atom or not smallest. So difficult. Because according to like a Buddha Dharma, according to Buddhist philosophy, we said all the matter, must be compound for elements. For we don't say directly, we don't say fire, but fire element, water element, wind element, and earth element. So what is the differences between earth and earth element? What's the water and water element? We are not talking about water which is running, we can able to drink. So water, so in the future you can have to learn the definition of the water and wind and earth. There's another debate when we say all matter have to be compound for elements, air element. Second, now in the modern science there's a argue about the wind and wind element. They say in the moon, right? There's no any wind, no subtle wind, totally zero, no wind. But we Buddhists, according to Buddhist philosophy, yes, there's a wind because there's a movement. There's a movement because the moon is going around. There's a movement. If there's a movement, suddenly there's a wind. But there's not really gross wind, but a subtle wind. But another important, most of you are really interested about Tantrayana teaching. Most of you attend, teaching, many times different teaching of Tantrayana. Also, we said there's a wind because there are being, formless being. There are consciousness. There's a mind on the moon. There's a mind on the moon. Okay. Because think about, according to Buddhism, we believe, even though like a sentient beings has so many different levels. Somebody has a gross level body, some has a subtlest level of body. So celestial body, we cannot see, we cannot touch, but it's a body. This kind of body is very subtle. And also, when we say subtle and gross, must when we say that matter is gross, the matter when we're talking about subtle impermanent, is not talking about the mass, the size. We're talking about why we call it a subtle impermanent, because it's so difficult to understand, it's so difficult to comprehend. That's we call it subtle impermanent. When it's subtle matter, gross matter is we talk about mass, right? Mass. So the mass is really good. Mass. When we say subtle and gross, you should think there's two different ways, subtle and gross. One is subtle because it's so difficult to understand, so difficult to comprehend. Another is we can say subtle bodies and gross bodies, they're like a mass, big and small, we're talking about the mass. Also, I don't think this copy has related to the topic. Also, within the object, also within the subject, there's a three different level object. when we say, visible object, hidden object, very hidden object. When we say hidden, it's not somebody hid it, had it. It's hidden because it's totally, beyond our concept, our thoughts, that we call hidden. And the visible, this car, everything when we can see, we can feel it, we can think it, we can see kind of visible. Also the impermanence, emptiness, next life, previous life is difficult, kind of hidden, but not totally hidden. For example, no, we don't need any logic, we don't need any reason, we don't need any everybody can see it, everybody can going to agree this is the kind of like ball. We can feel it, we can touch. But the previous life and next life we cannot see through our naked eyes. We cannot feel it. It already has gone. The next life is not happen yet. So how we can understand? How we can believe in next life? That's why second is we have to use the logic and reasoning. For example, the very easy one. For example, there's behind this mountain, behind this house, there must be a kind of fire, because we can see smoke. Through visible smoke, then we can assume, we can say there might be a fire. Why? Because there is a connection between fire and smoke. So second, we have to learn the connectivity or connection, relationship, connection. Also, there another logic, there's a fire because there will be a fire because there is a smoke. A smoke. This is the logic. It's kind of little hidden thing we have to understand through logic. And also why we can call the phenomena which is arising through causes condition, why we call it impermanent. So what's the logic? The easy one, the sound. We said the sound is impermanent because it is conditioned phenomena. The sound, we said the sound is impermanent because it's conditioned phenomena. The thing which is conditioned phenomena, it's necessarily impermanent. For example, the sound. Usually we, posit the sound is example of impermanent. Posit. Do they understand? Posit?
Yes.
Because very easy to understand. The sound is, just come, look at it. It's gone. Even though within the sound, also there is a true gross level of impermanence, subtle level of permanent. So, I think it's a little, it goes somewhere. The next, now, for you very easy to understand, within the matter, there's a true subdivision. Division. Internal or inner matter and outer matter. When you read a book, for you very easy. Now second, we move, just leave it the consciousness. What is the second one in English? Non-associated formation, that is a person. Okay, the person within the non-associated formation, there is a true. One is person, one is non-person. Okay, all person, all human beings, all sentient beings, even though Buddha, Bodhisattva, everybody include into non-associative formation. Because the person, the sentient being, are not consciousness nor matter, that we call non-associative formation. For example, the person, the Buddha, the sentient beings, or we can call non-associative formation. For example, person, Buddha, all sentient beings. And also in generally, so if I ask you a question, okay, if something or someone is impermanent, it is necessary to include into matter, consciousness and non-associative formation, it is right? All the impermanent phenomena must be include, three of them. Include or exclude? Include.
So, what do you want to say? Is it you want to say include or you want to say
Include.
How does it include?
For example, all the impermanent phenomena must be matter or consciousness or non-associated information. There is not any impermanent which is not included in three of them.
So, right. Categorize.
And there must be under three of them. So do you
All three of them.
No,
must be
either one of
either
them.
either one.
But it cannot be combinations of any more than one, right? Because
Yeah.
it has to be one of them, but not more than one of them.
Yeah. Must be. So do you think it is possible or impossible? Possible. Possible? Possible?
Why?
Yeah, it's a good way. Why is possible? Why is not possible?
Person is a matter.
Huh?
Person is a matter.
No. Person is a non-associated formation. This table, my body, the house, the light is matter. Also, when you say light is matter, because we are not talking about the truth, one truth that we call the light. Light is we call matter. It is external matter, not inner matter. Because the light, we have to make a decision. This is a light because I can see it through eyes. Right. So that's why the person, all sentient beings, be non-associated formation. Be, right?
Yeah. So you mean a person is non-associated formation. His Holiness the Dalai Lama is a person, but he's a matter. He's also persons and a matter.
No matter. No matter. The person and matter is contradictory.
Person and matters. No, non-associated matters, non-associated formation. And matters is contradictory.
Yeah.
So,
Three of them, in each other, totally contradictory phenomena.
So I am a person. So my name is Sonam. So Sonam is a person. But Sonam
Your
is a
name
matter.
is Sonam. Sonam is not your name. The sound of the Sonam. The sound of the Sonam is your name. Sonam is not your name. The Sonam is person. Sonam is no sound, right? Sonam is not name.
This characteristics, this definition, it has to be clear. It's
Yeah.
not that we can't comprehend. It's like the definitions of what you were trying to tell us that it need to be clearer. Sorry for the matter of discussion. I think it's not clear. That's why the debates.
Okay, please rest. Any of you really have really totally confused? Yes?
Totally confused.
That's good. If you know I'm confused, then you know something. Yes.
I know three things, but all confused.
Yeah. So what? So that's good. So what is your really confusion about?
No, you repeat what you told me.
Yeah.
Because we say a thing and its equivalence thing could be object, right?
Yeah.
Knowable object, object of knowledge.
No, you are mixing with the
Object.
Object.
knowledge object, phenomena, existence is equivalent. But thing, impermanent, condition, phenomena, they are equivalent.
Because a person also is impermanent phenomena. Because we
Impermanent.
abide, perish, all that. So why can't we categorize under matter?
Sorry?
Because a thing is categorized under matter, right?
No.
No.
Within the thing, there's a three category.
Yeah.
Consciousness, the first matter, consciousness, is non-associated formation. So, for example,
Oh.
the color is outer matter.
Yeah.
Outer matter is the matter. Matter is impermanent. Impermanent is existent. Existent is selflessness. All the like a root and branch. The branch must be included into root.
So the other way of saying it is
Mhm.
there is three types of thing.
Yeah.
There's three types of things.
Yeah.
There is the matter, is one type of things. There is consciousness, the other type of things, and non-associated formations is another type
thing.
of things. So these three types of things, we categorize them and call them a thing.
Yeah.
So it's branching down. So
Yeah.
which is why matters and consciousness, they are contradictory because
Yeah.
they are two types of thing.
No,
So
we don't
you-
have two types of thing. For example, matter and cup, two types of thing. Cup and matter are two types of thing. There's not one. Cup and matter is not one. Right?
That is further confused. The concept is further confused.
Yeah, okay.
Because cup is a final product, and then when you say matter, matter
Is
is
in general.
Yes.
For example, cup is matter and matter is not cup. I say, I am human being is not me.
Which is why you are talking about lower down, but now we are discussing about horizontal.
Horizontal.
Because we are talking about matters and consciousness
And non-associated formation.
So these three are types of things. Because these things exist in three types. Matters, consciousness, and non-associated formations. So how do you categorize, what's the definition of each of them that which you have told us just
Okay.
now? So anything that you call it matter, if it is of outer matter, of inner matter.
Doesn't
If you-
matter.
So if you can,
It doesn't matter. In outer matter, inner matter, we can call matter. The definition of matter.
right. So if anything that is not outer matter and it is not inner matter,
There's no
but
any
it is- wait. So if I said that is a thing, that thing does not have it's not an inner matter, it's not an outer matter, then it has to fall into either consciousness or
Yeah.
non-associated
You are right.
formations.
Yeah.
So you derive. So it still a consciousness. So if it's not a consciousness
Not-
and yet it is a thing, then it has to be a non-associated formation.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is how you find your way out to
Yes.
see what is what.
Mhm.
Am I right? Thank you. That matters, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So, okay, what time is it now?
Sure, it's not clear. It's not clear.
Yes.
It's still not clear.
For example, so do you believe, the house, all object which is able to see in this house, everything is impermanent? Right. Do you think everything in this house which is you able to see, are they matter?
Yes.
Yes. Do you think the person are matter?
No.
Uchung,
Formation,
It's a
non-associated.
are you matter?
Non-formation, non-associated formation.
Yeah, but you are not a matter, right? You are non-associated formation, not a matter. So this building is matter, not consciousness, neither non-associated formation, right? So Okay, one finish. Second, all the consciousness, all the emotions, doesn't matter negative, positive, compassion, bodhicitta, all of must be included into consciousness. No matter, nor like a non-self formation. Finished. All sentient beings, let's say, which put more horizontal way, all sentient beings, all human beings are non-associated formation nor consciousness, neither matter. So if someone or something is impermanent, then must be consciousness or maybe matter or maybe non-associated formation. There's not any other thing which is not include three types of them. That way we call the basis and branches. Basis and division,
Right.
division and subdivision.
Okay.
Kanu. There's another important, I say okay, selflessness. Within the selflessness there is true. What? Existent and non-existent. Within the existent, there's two types. What? Permanent and impermanent. Within the permanent, there's two types. No, within the permanent. Sometimes, somewhere permanent, everywhere, every time permanent. There's a two category. Within the impermanent, there's a three: matter, consciousness, non-formation. Within the matter, there's a two: outer and inner. Within the outer, there's a five. Within the inner, there is five. But the five of the out matter must be included into matter.
Right.
Matter must be included impermanent. Impermanent must be included into existent. Existent or non-existent, everything included into selflessness. For example, human being, there are male and female. Male and female both we can call human being. That's why permanent, impermanent doesn't matter. We call object. Matter, consciousness, non-associated formation doesn't matter. We can call impermanent. Outer matter, inner matter doesn't matter. We can call matter. Okay, matter, consciousness, person. Can you posit the matter? Posit, permanent? Matter? Yes.
It's a thing.
That no thing, just thing, right?
Matter is a thing.
Matter is thing. When I say, can you posit the matter? When you say thing, then I say, is thing matter? No, right?
Right.
So when I say posit, you must be posit something. There's no any kind of argument.
Non-consciousness, non-associated formation.
Can you posit?
No.
What is?
Yeah.
Can you posit?
So how did you place? How did you place matters?
Yeah.
How
Matter?
did you place it? It's a subdivision of things that is non-consciousness and non-associated formation. So this is how, if I were to posit, I would say a matter which is a thing that is not consciousness and not associated formation.
But
that's the
matter.
Yes, that is matter. That's the only way that I can put it.
For example, the sound,
The sound.
smell, the five aggregates. They are matter, not consciousness, neither non-associated formation. Second, you shouldn't have a confusion between consciousness and mind. Generally, we call, doesn't matter, mind or mental factor, we call consciousness, but all consciousness not necessarily be mind. For example, anger, attachment, compassion, they are no mind. we call the mental factor. Okay? Mind and consciousness are different, but not totally contradictory. For example, anger is consciousness as well as mental factor. Bodhicitta is a mind, consciousness, not mental factor. So this kind of we can learn, next session or next class.
Next class.
No, in the next few weeks we will learn about the collective topic. And please, everybody shouldn't be discouraged. And also, think about this way: how many people, how many human beings on the planet? How many? Yes,
7 billion.
more than 7 billion. Somebody born today. More than 7. But somebody
Less than 8 billion.
Yeah, look at within the 7 billion. How many people really talking about Dharma? How many people really, giving their time for study Dharma, practicing Dharma? Very little. Within the Singapore, there's I think almost more than 4 million Singaporean, right?
4 million Singapore.
Like 4 million people in Singapore. The population of Singapore is
5 million.
Let's say 5 million. Within the 5 million, how many people, giving their time for study Dharma, practicing Dharma, listening Dharma, hearing Dharma? So that's why we say, meeting or study Dharma is very rare time. Because it is so rare, it is so special, because it is not because Buddhism is special, not like that. It is so rare, so special, because everybody, we are looking very special causes and conditions of happy life. We are looking special causes and conditions for good for next life. So we, prepare for not only this life, not only next life, we prepare after next life. So that's why I think, you should think, oh, I'm something special. Yeah. So I think we just,
Geshe,
yeah.
just now you have a question.
Okay, please.
Is space permanent or impermanent?
Yes, according to Buddhist philosophy, space is permanent. Also, you must know there's a two different views of the space. According to modern science, there's a different views. According to Buddhism, there's a different views of the space. In order to know that space, then first you have to know the negation. Negation. So tomorrow we definitely we learn about the contradictory phenomena, connected phenomena, and negation and non-negation phenomena. So negation, the meaning of negation is so important for understanding of emptiness, for understanding of impermanence. Negation and connection also, is one of the very important subject, connection and connectivity. Because I said there's a fire because there's a fire because there is a smoke. So what is the link between fire and smoke? So that's why the interdependent law of causality is one of the most important one topic of Buddhism. One of the important subject, interdependence, law of causality. So what is the link of my this life and the previous life? What's the link of my this life and next life? What's the link of the bodhicitta and Buddhahood? So in the the connectivity or connection or negation are so important. So we can learn in next lesson. So today we will give I'll give very simple homework. Very simple one. So this is very interesting. Like possibility. we say usually four possibility. Four possibility. For example, okay, human being and sentient being. So what is the difference? How many possibility? Like usually we say four. For example, someone is a human being, not a sentient being. Someone is a sentient being, not a human being. Someone is a both. Someone is a both. We say four possibility. For example, color and white. How many possibility? For example, teachers will learning. For example, the yellow is color, not a white. The color of this flower, this color of this flower is color, but not white. Color of this paper is white, is color. But me, I'm not a color, I'm not a white. Usually we say four possibility. So for you need to think how many possibility between impermanence and existent phenomena. Impermanence phenomena and existent phenomena. How many possibility? Maybe two, maybe three, maybe four.
Right.
Right?
Before we do this homework, we need the definitions of impermanent, because the dictionary impermanence and the way that you explain impermanence is totally different.
Impermanent definition, here, the meaning of definition,
It's not here.
yeah. The page number 366, impermanent, okay? The definition of an impermanent phenomenon, that which is stable to arise, abide, and perish, or that which is one is connected into existence, does not remain for second moment.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
I will forward another material about with like a Dudra. So it has a more clear idea, but not everything is exact same as this one. So please you forward for everybody.
right.
And somewhere and you can bring your laptop, your iPad, whatever. You can just search the definition. So this is just class, okay? It's not really kind of teaching. So after I finish Dudra, then we can learn about logic, mind and mental factors. After logic, then we can little bit about the tenets. It is so important to learn tenets because most of you have a really good influence of the Chinese Buddhism. In China, there are really heavy influence of the Chitta Mantra school. Even though one of the very famous Vietnamese monk, he lived in France. Thich Nhat Hanh. I hope some would have already seen the book. He wrote a book about mind and mental factors. He explained in the book there's 8 minds. 8. There's 8 minds. According to one school. One of the school they explain 6 minds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not 7, no 8. According to Chitta Mantra school, they accept or they claim there are 8 minds. So in China, many master they always explain about the 8 minds. So after study about tenets, I'm not going to teach really everything for you. Just very basic Dudra, basic Lori, mind and mental factor, basic Tukta, the tenets. Then I will explain about Lamrim. So when we study about Lamrim, I wish beginning of the session or end of the session, we should have maybe 5 or 10 minutes for meditation. For example, today we learn a little bit about impermanent. So when you go back to home before you sleep, you just put a thought about impermanent and just meditate on impermanent. This means you look like like a study as well as like an experience. Okay, so thank you so much.
Can you repeat the questions again?
Okay, how many possibility between existent phenomena and impermanent phenomena? So you should think about the differences between existent phenomena and impermanent phenomena. Think about the differences. 4 possibility. Very easy one. And some of you think it's little difficult. It's okay. If you could do, it's okay. If you can't, it's also okay. Okay lah. Doesn't matter. Okay, so now we should repeat the.
Right.